Hey everybody, Patrick here with Rap Forward. It's Monday, December 2nd, 2013, and this is Monday Night Paintball. Behind the camera is my buddy Jason Fertig, and we're going to banter back and forth as we go over paintball news worldwide. Alright, so the first thing that we have for you guys this week, Mike from Rap for UK wanted me to advertise this, the Citadel Game, being put on by Shoreline on May 9th, 10th, and 11th. There's going to be a Rap 4 tech booth, a trade stand, and they're going to have some loaner mag-fed markers for those of you who don't have mag-fed guns, and those are going to be free for you guys. And this game, I think they had one earlier this year, is in a castle. It's a 500-year-old castle, and it looks awesome. I think I put this in Monday Night Paintball before, but they're having the game again.
So this is like that medieval castle kind of a feel.
Oh yeah,
right. It's actually as a castle, right?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, walls, and I mean, it looks kind of like it was modernized somewhat in like a museum format. I can see like some handrails on top of the walls and stuff.
Okay.
Those are 500-year-old walls.
Be pretty cool to play at.
Very cool, very cool. That's a pretty cool opportunity. I'm wondering how they keep it nice, because if I had a castle, I wouldn't want it covered in paint. You see how some paintball fields, I mean, it just destroys whatever they put out there. I would hate to ruin it. They must use some kind of eco-friendly or something.
Yeah, most likely they're using an environmentally friendly paint that breaks down really easily in sunlight and water. And they probably just have to clean up some of the, if they use any indoor areas or tunnels or anything like that, probably just have to run through with a hose quick and just hose it all down and be ready to go.
Also depends how big the game is too.
Yeah.
Because after End War, I didn't see the snake pit wasn't too destroyed after that. After
There's
just one game,
only a couple of spots that had nice heavy firefights, like where you and I like getting shot at up in the refinery.
Oh yeah, up in the castle. Yeah. Cool. Well, anyway, if you guys are in Europe and you're all about paintball, check it out. The Citadel. Next thing we got, Billy Van Campos. You guys might remember him. He used to do a lot of tactical tips about gear and stuff. And he heard us talking about the bandolier that Finch wears and how that's a good setup. And he sent us a picture of his loadout, which is looks like a molly vest, and he puts his mag pouches sideways. According to him, that's a really good reload for him.
An interesting little setup. I think that kind of a load, setup would be very useful if you wear like a full vest that has the sides underneath where your arms are.
Mm-hmm.
Give you a very quick pull on the mag, and it keeps it out of the way, and lets you play nice and tight without adding extra bulk.
Yeah, well, it looks different, but it makes sense. I mean, if you're reaching for it with your left hand, it's just it's sticking out for you straight to it. So it's kind of cool. His buddy here also has the those upside down mag pouches on his. It's kind of interesting how you can basically orient it any way you want. Thanks for the photo, Billy. Feel free to throw a tactical tip out there every once in a while. Next, we have a picture from Chris Ellefson, who he posted this to our wall. It's a picture of his, looks like an MKV with a box mag on it, and he did a mod to the box mag. He took the standard loading door off and put on like a pod top to make it look, to make it easier for him to fill. That was kind of cool. There's a video included with that too. I'll go ahead and reshare this to our wall. So any of you are curious about modding your box mag, check it out. Next event we got going on is being put on by Express Paintball. This is going on in Australia in early 2014. Doesn't have an exact date yet, but it looks like it's going to have 4 different teams with 4 different generals. They're all going to be fighting for one throne. It's called the Throne Game.
I guess for the people that have seen the Game of Thrones, will actually understand the storyline a little bit better than us.
I noticed a lot of scenarios actually being built off of movies or series. There's a lot of like Walking Dead zombie ones.
Well, it's easy to attract people to something when it's already out there. So you have the Walking Dead TV series on, for example. People are going to be drawn to that kind of game, kind of concept. So you make a game that's based off of that kind of a storyline, or ties into the TV show itself. It kind of attracts people.
Yeah, because they get like enthralled with Game of Thrones or whatever, and then they get to go act it out. Anyway, that's going on in Australia. I think that's the first event I've ever covered going from there. So cool, awesome. Let's get some more of those around the world. The next scenario we have is being put on by OXCC Scenarios. It's called Battle of the Bulge. This is going down at Outdoor Extreme Chesapeake City, which is in Chesapeake City, Maryland, on Saturday, December 14th. Looks pretty cool. OXCC, they have a lot of productions, so they must be very successful. I've never been to one.
Know the name, haven't actually been fortunate enough to hit their events, but if you guys are out there, definitely check it out. Those the events based off of history are pretty cool, because if you really think about it, you have the chance to change this moment in history, and you can change it. Like D-Day, I guess each year, the Axis can win or the Allies can win. Write your own. It's a write your own story. So it's similar. It's kind of similar to that.
Pretty cool. Advance on the Rhine. Is the little quote they have on it. Looks awesome. It's holiday season, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope you had a good turkey day. We are having a lot of sales right now, up to 65% off. And our clearance section is chock full of pretty cool stuff. There's all kinds of optics. Those of you with box mags, if you want a clear back panel so you can see how full it is, we've got those on clearance right now. There's some risers. Paintball players always want risers. Tons of grenades, all kinds of stuff. So check it out if you're looking for stocking stuffers for your paintball player, or if you just want to get some stuff for yourself. It's a good time to buy.
Yeah, don't forget to check out the soft goods area too in there. Still got tons of vests over there. Ready to go for you guys, priced at a very steep discount for you guys. Make sure you check that out too. Great for somebody who's just getting into paintball, or great for the guy who's been in paintball, a guy or girl who's been in paintball that just is looking for an upgrade.
And speaking of good deals, we got some cool new products right now. If you guys ever want to check out the new stuff we're coming out with, by the way, there's a little new button right there under the search bar. You can click on it and see all the new stuff we've added to the catalog lately. And we've got a couple of new products, one of which we talked about before was the pistol remote line, which is this one. It's thinner than your average remote line. So check that out, you pistoliers out there looking to run remote lines. You don't have to keep swapping out those little 12 gram cylinders.
A lot lighter, a lot easier to use than the coiled remote lines. You don't have the remote line pulling back on you.
But if you do want a coiled one, we're looking at getting that out to you guys too. Same diameter, small tube, just with a coil in it. It's not on the catalog yet, but we're looking into it. Yeah,
it's something we might use down the road. I've been testing that out too. I actually like that a lot. For people who use it as a sidearm and not a primary, it's really nice because you'll be able to put a small 13 CI tank on your belt in a pod pouch, and then you can have that small diameter and coiled up line nice and tight against your side, so you won't have to worry about catching on stuff. Works out pretty well.
Cool, man. A little less snag worthy.
Yeah.
I keep you from getting hung up on something. And we have the steel braided version.
Now this one we came up with after talking to some people that I've played with in the past. A lot of people have been using the remote lines for ages, but they always seem to have issues with the coiled. One of my teammates has been asking me to find him a way to get him a version of this remote line for a while. We've finally been able to. We're putting it in stock now. It's our straight remote line that's steel braided on that one. It's simple. It's 4 feet long, steel braided cable with an on-off at the end and a female adapter for your remote. Works great. Keeps you from having to worry about getting tangled on your own gear since it's straight. It doesn't actually, get wrapped around your mags and stuff like that, because I've had that happen. So it's simple, easy to use, clean, and if somebody wants to use that, or if you want to use it with a pistol as a primary, it also works as well.
Very cool. I find that the simplest gear is always the best.
Yep.
Most straightforward, less to break or go wrong. All right, and going along with our new products, got this baby right here. This is the M203 Handguard for the 468. I think everybody loves this design. I remember seeing this, and this thing's from like the 80s or something. They came out with it. Always cool looking, very awesome. Those of you running a full size setup and you've got a 203 or anything below it that would match this thing, highly recommend you pick one up. Very, very cool looking.
Now this isn't up and available yet, guys. It's just a sampling and prototyping of what we've been doing. So keep your eyes peeled on the site. We're going to be putting up a lot of handguards coming down the road. It is time consuming building each of these ones before we put them into production. But once we actually get those going, they'll be available online for you guys to buy.
Very cool. Very cool. I love that setup. I always have. I think since I saw that when I was like a kid. I just thought that rifle looked legit. Alright guys, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. And remember, Monday Night Paintball is your show. We make it from the content generated from our Facebook page. So if there's anything you'd like to see in next week's episode, just go to facebook.com/rap4usa and let us know. Looking forward to hearing from you. We'll see you out there.